G'day viewers, how's it going? I'm super, thanks for asking. Now, today we are on Capel Street on the north side of Dublin for the third of our Korean fried chicken reviews. Now, this place is White Rabbit and it's actually at the back of an Asian supermarket. So, should be interesting to see what they offer. So, let's do lunch.
Okay, so of all the places that I have been this week, this is probably the most interesting. It is literally in the back of a supermarket. It's actually kind of tiny, but it's kind of got, I don't know, it's got a quaintness or, I don't know, it's a bit different. It is. I kind of would compare it to some of the Chinese places, well, some of the Asian places that you get in Sydney, in some of the big food halls. I mean, this is really quaint. I actually quite like this. So what I have ordered is I've ordered their Korean fried chicken burger with chips, and I've got a drink here. It's only a soft drink. And then I've just to add a bit extra to it, I've also ordered one of their corn dogs. Now I haven't had a corn dog in ages, so this will be an interesting experience. Yeah, but I like it in here. I mean, it's a bit bare bones. Yeah, but it's a bit different to what I have experienced this week. I mean, the menu is quite extensive. They've got the sort of a good extensive range of Korean foods in here. Yeah, so I quite like this. I don't think this is going to be a very long video, but I will talk with you when the food arrives. I'll get some B-roll of the menus and everything, because I mean they do your regular fried chicken. They do kind of boneless chicken balls. They've got the burgers. They've got a bulgogi dog. They've got the corn dogs, kebabs. Yeah, so it's actually, yeah, it's really interesting. I quite like it in here. So yeah, I'll talk to you when the food arrives. So the food has just turned up, and I've got a bit of the, they offer also complimentary egg soup here. So let's just give, it smells interesting. Kind of chicken soup with egg in it. I'm just giving that a little bit of a try. So I've got my fries, my corn dog, and my chicken burger. Bit of ketchup on it. Ketchup on one of the fries. Yeah. Ketchup's interesting. Wow. Okay. That's a nice chip. Nothing special. They're shoestring cut fries. Yeah. All right. They're quite nice, huh? Put this in my pocket. Okay, so let's have a look at the burger first. I'll tell you what's on it. Ranch sauce and lettuce on this one. Now this one's a bit different from what I've had this week so far. Is that instead of breast, it's thigh. The breading's quite nice. You've got tomato, ranch sauce. You've got lettuce and pickles, and probably more ranch sauce underneath. So let's give this a try to start with. A bit different. It's it's a hefty boy. Okay, let's give it a bite. Different than what I've had in the other two places this week. A lot of sauce on this. I'm gonna make a big mess here. But I mean, the breading's really good. The bun is nice. It's nice having tomato on it as well, sort of fresh tomato. And the lettuce, I mean, it is a different kind of burger to what I've had at Chimac and Space Garou. Okay, let's give this another try. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, you can really, I mean, the difference between breast and thigh is evident. I always find thigh a bit more flavoursome than what breast is. Yeah, that's a really, really quite a nice burger. Different to everything else. No airs and graces with this one, nothing fancy about it. But sometimes sometimes less is more. And that's actually really quite nice. The ranch dressing is not overpowering, it's there. The lettuce, you can really taste the tomato actually, which is a nice contrast. Yeah, I'm really quite enjoying this one. Sweet Coke. Now let's give this corn dog a try. Now this is what is it? It's the special corn dog, which is sausage and mozzarella. And I've got some honey mustard on top of that. So let's see what this is like. Oh. It's like a big mozzarella stick. Wow. That honey mustard, really nice. Oh wow, these are quite nice. I think it's more mozzarella than hot dog in here. Let's have a look. But I mean, it's still very nice. This place is getting really busy as well. Lots of people coming in for their lunch. All right, let's give this burger one more try. The chips are really quite nice. Got their own kind of seasoning on it. Not salt, I don't think. But yeah, a bit of parsley on top of that as well. Probably the nicest chips I've had this week. Yeah, I will say that. Wow, this burger's overloaded. Lots of sauce on this. Okay, let's tuck in some more. Wow, this is really quite nice. The ranch, the tomato. I've got some of the pickles then. Yeah, these are, and they're kind of sweet pickles as well. Yeah. Oh wow. More gherkin than a pickle. But yeah, I mean, that's really quite nice. Now, I'm going to finish up my meal. Have another sip of the soup. It's a chicken soup with egg in it. Hence the egg soup. Yeah, but this is quite good. I am going to finish my meal and then go and find somewhere for a drink. And I will let you know my thoughts then. So I'm back in the Foggy Jew, which is in Temple Bar, actually across the road from Booth and Fritz, and this is where I did my thoughts on Booth and Fritz when I was in there. Yeah, nice pub. The guys in here are really good. They remembered me actually, which is kind of cool. So I'm having another glass of Couture. We talked about this. Oh, that's nice and malty. Here's the Couture. So, what were my thoughts on the White Rabbit? Out of the 3 places I've gone to this week, it's probably the most authentic. You can always tell when something's authentic when you've got the people from that culture eating in there. And they were, it was only a couple of people at the beginning, but it began to fill up. There were lots of kind of Europeans, but I think there were quite a few Koreans that were eating in there as well. And that's always a good sign. Okay, well, let's look at the scores. I mean, the venue was, it really had a kind of a restaurant in the back of a supermarket vibe to it. I can't really give it any more than sort of from a venue perspective compared to the other places I've eaten this week. I mean, it's probably, from a vibe perspective, probably had the least vibe all week. Okay. The staff were good. Oh, so I'll give it a 3.5. The staff were good. They'll get a 4. It's a fast food place, really, at the end of the day. Go up and order, they bring you food. It's not table service or anything like that. So, yeah. Now, the food, that's a different story entirely. I really enjoyed my meal in there. Okay. It was different from the previous 2 places in as much as it was sort of chicken thighs. There were no airs and graces about it. The chicken was really nicely cooked, the crispy breading. I loved the, just very basic potato bun or brioche bun, I don't know which, but I loved the simplicity of it. The chicken, tomato, the ranch dressing, lettuce and pickles. That was fabulous. The chips were good. The corn dog was interesting, but we're not really going to be talking about the corn dog because that was just something that I saw on the menu and I wanted to give it a try. But from a food perspective, I'm going to have to give it a 5. Now, when we're talking about value, that's really, again, that's where they shine. For the meal deal, so that was the burger, the chips, and a soft drink, that was €15. Great value. Great value for money. So from that perspective, it's going to be a 5 out of 5 every day of the week. So what's that in total? Well, that's 17.5, okay? But if I was going to be going back to any place that I've visited this week, it would have to be White Rabbit, okay? It didn't win on the venue. But you really know what you're getting when you go there. It's in the back of a supermarket, for heaven's sake. And I like that. That's really kind of cool. So it's been an interesting week trying the Korean fried chicken. Well, the Korean fried chicken burgers. White Rabbit does actually do pieces of Korean fried chicken, but I had kind of been doing basically the burger offerings in all of the restaurants. It's been an interesting week. I've really enjoyed my Korean fried chicken experience. There are actually a lot of great Korean restaurants in Dublin as well, particularly around that kind of sort of area just across the Liffey. Around Jarvis Street, I think there's a couple of places. There's White Rabbit. There's another place on Capel Street. And I think I'm actually going to list some of the other Korean restaurants in the description below. So yeah, Korean food, give it a try. It's really, really worth it. So I had a really good week. So come to the end of another video. So if I could please ask you to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and as I always say, testicles.